Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you had a really nice holiday weekend. Not sure if you had off Friday or if you have off today, but if you do have off today, enjoy. I know these videos are tough to watch. They're choppy. I know I've said I'm going to get a new phone, but I really am. Not sure if it's going to be if it's the phone or what it is because some streaming services, no problem with the way that everything goes, and it's not like all jittery, but um, just turn on the brightness and maybe listen to my voice if you enjoy listening to these things. But, not really sure what to say today, to talk about. But I knew that I kind of wanted to get on and I wanted to talk to everybody. It just seems that everybody's in this limbo zone, it's just kind of in shock. Everybody's like just fed up, had their fill of everything that's been going on. Yeah, and now, unfortunately, what's going to end up happening is what we're seeing. Um, we're seeing state of Virginia attacking Second Amendment rights. We're seeing state of California attacking religious freedoms. We're seeing Governor Cuomo here attack us again. So, hey, everybody, we told you we were going to be shut down for 10 days, and then we said it was going to be bend the trend, and then it's one thing after another after another. And here we are in June, or excuse me, now we're here in July, and we still have lockdowns all across the country. The facts on this virus are that it is far less deadly than even the flu. And I maintain that from the very beginning. The facts are that we don't have any deaths in Erie County. We don't have any even COVID admittances, cases with, where individuals have it of going into hospitals. We have entire wings empty. We have entire floors empty. And nurses all over the place are saying that, there's no COVID patients coming in. We've reached the antibodies, we've reached the level that we needed to for herd immunity in so many cases all across the state. We know it's been here since August. We know that the CDC put out what they put out. And here we have, unfortunately, a situation that I said at the very beginning, and so many of us maintain that if they could shut us down for something so minor and so trivial as this COVID is, they could do it over. They could do it again and again and again and again, over and over and over to us. And it looks like that's what's happening. So what do we do? How do you fight it? Because they're not going to stop. They're really not going to stop with the shutdowns. They know how they can do it. They know how they're going to get support. They know how to make it virtuous to have a shutdown, regardless of what the shutdown results in, regardless of how many lives it ruins, how many businesses are ruined. I saw a stat posted yesterday, 41% of all businesses that have shut down will never open up again, ever. And that was a Yelp report, so I'm not sure if that's true or not. But all across the world, we're seeing poverty, all the things that were predicted, the poverty levels going down, starvation kicking back up, suicide rates going back up. All that stuff is happening, and here we are still in a lockdown over a virus that is far less deadly than the flu is every season. There are so many groups out there that we can fight against or join and work to fight against what's happening, guys. I would implore you to reach out to one of those groups. Do a little something, whatever it is that you can do. Write a letter, start a letter, start a petition, back a candidate, inform people of a candidate through your Facebook pages. That's where the real changes are gonna happen. Support candidates that support politicians that are doing the right things. Do everything that you can to help them in every way that you can to volunteer. and getting behind the scenes, because a lot of us don't want to, risk, coming forth and being exposed. That exposure, as we saw in the video of the doctor from Minnesota, and I think he's also a senator. I don't know if he's a state senator or if he's, U.S. senator. I'm going to guess probably state senator, but they're attacking him because he exposed what was going on. So it gets scary. And you don't want to put yourself at risk, or you don't want to put your family at risk. So stay anonymous, but do the different things that you can do anonymously. Vote, work behind the scenes on somebody's campaign, post as many things as you can on your page, with your so that everybody can see it. And I know they're burying a lot of the content on Trump, Facebook. We saw that through Project Veritas, and what these truth verifiers or whatever they are, with their, working for these subcontract companies, what they're doing. And we know the psychology and the political ideologies that are pervasive in these, social media and these businesses. But we can't stop fighting, because if that's what they want to wear us down. They want to beat us up into submission even more and more and more. And what's proof is that they're attacking us. They're attacking the rights that we have remaining. Now, coming after guns, more gun control legislation, Chicago mayor attacking that. All of these zealots, all of these, these, in my mind, terrorists, because they're holding their districts hostage. And these people were put in place for a reason, because they knew, the powers that be knew that these people would become entrenched in their cities and be able to perpetrate what they are. Just like in this state, everybody that voted to give Cuomo his powers, Cuomo, pulling cars, all of these liberals, highly liberal people, that feel it is their right to take away our rights. So all I want to say is that if you need anything at all, if you need some direction at all, reach out to me. I can't be involved in every group. Obviously, I do everything that I can. I do these lives to try to help people. I help individuals, on a one-on-one basis, whenever I can, wherever I can. And, in the groups that I'm in, I try to make sure that I try to put posts up that are relevant, so that they'll mean something. But I'm always trying to like everybody's posts that they put on, and I go through and I do that. And that's one thing that you can do to help too, is, on your page, because obviously Facebook screens who we can see, right? It filters down to how many people we can see, to however many people it is, I forget, on a consistent basis. But, even if you directly visit somebody's page that is like-minded, and sometimes that helps people, yesterday had a conversation, with a girl. She had just joined the page. Her name's Meg. And, I posted about WHO, and she was worried about posting things on her page because of the people that were going to attack her, the people that were going to shame and bully and intimidate her. And how many people we know on our pages that do the same thing. And I've been saying, hey, block them, though. You don't have to block those people or unfriend them, but block them from seeing your posts, because that disruption, that distraction, that's what those people want. Those people, like the people on my page that you'll see, will occasionally throw something in there. And it's good to have some balance, for sure, but often it goes too far. And, you try to avoid that, and then I try to stay focused in on the people that are like-minded, so I can be there supporting them and helping them move forward and helping them be happy and feel content. So those are just some little things, some suggestions. Anyways, getting back to Meg, she got attacked on her page by one of the individuals that is historically will do that, to her. And I intervened. I went in and I put some information, like so many of you do on my page. you'll see the people that'll, reach or attack. There's the handful of people that'll come out and they'll attack. No science. They'll provide a quick link, whatever it is, and the link is incorrect or it's inaccurate. It's only one very, very small sliver of the entire situation that's going on. And you guys right away dive right in and like bam, 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 bam. Well, here's all the truth. Here's the facts. Here's the science, which is what we have to do. And I think it's a good lesson, not just on my page for us to do that, but it's a good lesson to learn in life. And it's tougher to do in life than it is on Facebook, right? But it's infinitely more important for us to be there for one another. Whatever you can do, whatever, support you can provide in any way for whichever politicians, whichever, even Facebook friends that you have, whichever candidates are running for office, anybody that you support that is like-minded like us and espousing information and being out there trying to fight the good fight. And I've named so many names on my page that I see all the time trying to support them in every way that I can. And unfortunately, I missed we had a rally and a protest on Saturday. Couldn't make it. There was just no way I could attend it. But I love going to those things because I see the people that are there and I see what they mean to me, but I also see what I mean to them, going to those things. And those are important. I don't know if it's true or not, but Washington Times reported that Cuomo floated, more shutdowns. I know that he's already shut down dining inside at New York restaurants. I know that I don't know if it's legitimate or if it's not legitimate, but we know Cuomo is prepared to just lock everything down again. We know the media is already fueling the flames with this. How long do we allow these people to do what they are doing to us? Well, right now, it started in February, guys, and here we are in July. And there's no end in sight for these people. No matter what the science are, no matter what the facts are, no matter what the research is, no matter what the data is, you still have these leftists, these socialists, these terrorists, these communists, these Marxists, all collaborating and conspiring against all of us, every one of us. They're attacking us. They're attacking our families. They're attacking our friends. They're attacking our communities. And how are they doing that? They're doing that by posting things about masks and when we should wear them, shaming us. They're terrorizing us because they're our mental health. You know what they're doing? They couldn't just let us be happy. COVID is nothing. It is proven. It is nothing. Did it kill people? Yes. Did the flu kill more? Yes. We have all the information, all the, about what the doctors did, the nurses did, the hospitals did, how federal government was compensating people. We have all that. That's a reality. We know that all the hospitals are empty and had been for months. The layoffs, the furloughs, all the facts. No matter what, if you watch the mainstream media, you would think that we were in the heart of this COVID thing without knowing anything, rather than being almost a full year into it from August. We're almost at the year mark from when they admit that this thing was probably here. Definitely here since October. CDC putting out all their publication or all the flyers that they did here in Erie County in December and January, dated November 2019. I have that. I posted it on my page. I've seen them. And here we are almost a year and we're like, oh man, I hope they give us a little morsel back. We can't be like that, guys. I don't have all the answers, but I know I've got to do more. I'm always trying to do more, trying to be there to support everybody, trying to give the ideas, but none of us individually can do it on our own. We can do a little more every day on our own. We can be there to support one another every day to help, but you have to lean on one another. You have to be there for one another the way that we can. But man, these people, like I said, all you got to do is watch mainstream media. And you'll see that they are happy and content with making this seem like we are still in 1000% crisis mode. And that everybody's going to die. You know, how many people have died in New York State in the past couple of months, in Erie County, in upstate New York? You know, you don't even hear about the death totals anymore. You only hear about COVID cases. Well, there's always going to be new positive COVID cases. It's the way a virus works. People are always going to get it. It's just like the flu. The flu doesn't stop. You know, all the different strains of the flu don't stop. But that's where I get back to the communists and the Marxists and those people terrorizing us. They're terrorizing us emotionally. They're politicians, our government agencies that are being weaponized against us, the health departments that are given way too much power, that have always been given way too much power. Now especially, they're terrorizing us. They've been weaponized against us. And they're using our neighbors, and they're using our friends, and they're using our family members to terrorize us emotionally and mentally, psychologically, and it's wearing on us. It's wearing on us physically. It's wearing on us emotionally. You know, we're like, oh, well, we finally get some semblance of normalcy back. It's July, it's warm, it's sunshiny, we go out to the beach, we can do this, we got a little bit of freedom they gave us. But, you know, don't take it too far. I didn't realize that was up to you to do that. Government is too big, guys. The only way we start to tear this apart and make and ensure that this never, ever, ever happens again is allow these bureaucrats and these so-called scientists and this so-called, you know, healthcare field, is we have to tear it apart. You know, and how do we tear it apart? We have to tear it apart individually, you know, talking with one another, to our groups of friends, sharing all the information I can, yes, for sure, but politically, we have to start, you know, pushing candidates and supporting candidates and getting the people in office that will make sure that this never happens. You know? It's going to happen again. They've figured out how easy it is to perpetrate this on us. How many governors said at the very beginning, I can't believe they're listening to everything that we're telling them. They said that. They came right out and said, I can't believe it's this easy to get them to do what we want them to do. And then you have the terrorists, you know, our family members that are terrorizing people because they're going out there and bullying and shaming people based on what they heard on The View or in mainstream media or their politician. None of those people, last time I checked, are scientists or epidemiologists or viral experts. None of those people are. You know, and then they intimidate people in the medical profession to comply and go along with the narrative. They do that so that then they can push on to the populace of fraud, the false idea, a false concept of what's happening rather than the facts. You know, and Eric Sharp posted a great post yesterday on Restore Constitutional Freedom to New York, showing the overall numbers in the country off of Worldometer and how low, statistically insignificant, the number of people that have COVID is. So, but people don't want to see that. You know, you still have the people on my page, you still have the people, we all have the people on our pages that are like, oh no, this is real, this is valid. Well, yeah, show us the science. Oh, well, we don't have any science. But they said it on the news. You know, don't engage those people. Don't give them a forum or a venue to spew their nonsense, you know, to spew their hysteria. Shut them down. You know, they're not benefiting you. Make it so they can't see your posts. Don't be afraid to post whatever you want. You know, my father's even afraid to post things on his page, and he's very reluctant and hesitant to block people from seeing posts. It is. It's like we feel like, oh, we can't do that. But you can, easily. They're still your friend, but you're not allowing them to see your posts so that they negatively engage you, and they put that apprehension in you to post something that you want to post, or like something that you want to like, or agree with something that you agree with. Enjoy your day, guys. I got to get going. A big day on the roof today, so I'm glad I got to see y'all. Hope you have a great day. Love you. Bye.